Starting out strong. Oh, you're okay. I'll let you back out. Okay. Good morning, you guys. Let me get my things. Hold, please. Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm making myself pancakes this morning, and the last time I made pancakes, I just got flour like all over the floor. The last time I made pancakes, I ended up receiving DMs and comments from you guys saying, wait, can we have that recipe? It's a recipe that I adapted from a recipe that I found on Google, but like since I've kind of modified it, I'm just getting flour all over my floor here. I will share it with you guys. It's like super, super simple, but you asked, I shall deliver. Whew. Flour container is filled. I have got flour on the floor and my counter. Not from me missing the jar, it was just like excess was on like the outside of the bag. Made a little bit of a mess, but it's cool. Here's the dealio with this recipe. This will make you like 2 bigger pancakes or 3 smaller pancakes. It's perfect for one person in my opinion, or sometimes what I'll do is I will only eat one and then I'll put the other one in the fridge and then I'll have like eggs as well. Maybe do I want to have eggs today too? What you're gonna need is 3/4 cups flour. We need 1.5 teaspoon baking powder. And then salt. I do about like 1/4 teaspoon, but I don't actually measure it. I just kind of put it in my hand and put it in there. And that is all of your dry ingredients right there because I do not use normal sugar. I use agave. So if you guys have agave, we are going to do, I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. I either do between 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons of agave, depending on how sweet I want it that day. So like, if I'm making chocolate chip pancakes, I'm actually gonna do 1.5 today. If I'm making chocolate chip pancakes, I will only do 1 teaspoon of agave because it already has like chocolate chip is adding the sweetener, you know? For the almond milk, because here's the thing, this is a recipe that I just like cut in half and changed to work for me. So for the almond milk, you want a little bit more than 1/2 cup. Like almost halfway to 3/4 of a cup, but not, like it's not 2/3 of a cup. I don't know, guys, this is, I'm not a recipe developer here, don't come for me. You also need 1 egg. The last ingredient is butter, and you want about a tablespoon. I just eyeball this again. I've made this so many times. And I use the exact same measuring cup that I used for the milk because less dishes. And we are going to melt this. Okay, melted butter going in. And that, my friends, is Catherine's pancake recipe that I definitely got from someone on Google and then made it my own with the agave and making it 1 serving. But depends how thick you want your pancakes too. You can add a little bit more milk than I add. I just don't like super flat pancakes, you know? It needs to be like a good thickness. Not too thick, definitely not too thin, you know? You know, if you're a pancake lover, you know. It is going to be 90 degrees in Birmingham today. It's gonna be a hot one. I'm sure with the humidity, it is going to be absolutely unbearable outside. So once I saw the weather, I said, you know what, might as well get our outside time this morning. So I did my morning routine outside and it was so nice. I haven't done that in a very long time. I couldn't even tell you the last time I've done that. So it was really, really nice to like start the morning outside, hear the birds chirping, watch the sun. The sun was already up, but like watch it continue to rise, you know? It was a great time. But I've got some exciting news, you guys. This was not the plan going into 2021. Like, yes, one of my goals, one of my intentions for this year was to make more time for family and friends. And every single month I have done that. Every month I have had a trip planned or I've gone somewhere every single month, and I just booked another trip for July, which makes it so I've got somewhere to go in July, I've got somewhere to go in August, September, yep, October, yep. November, I think, is the 1 month that I don't have anywhere to go, but I have family coming here for Thanksgiving. And then December, I'm probably going, well, I'll for sure be going somewhere in December. It's just like to be determined. But every single month I have something planned. So you guys, oh my gosh, I am so incredibly excited. I am going to Nashville. I can't, you guys don't even know my obsession with Nashville. So in high school, I loved country music. I still like country music, but it's not like my go-to music choice. Loved country music, had a cowgirl hat, had the boots, whole thing, and I wanted to go to Nashville for college. So my mom and I actually drove down for a weekend or for a couple of days to visit a college down there, and it's such a cool freaking city. And of course at that time I was too young, I wasn't able to drink, but just like we walked down the main strip with like all the bars and the live music and the freaking like line dancing, and it's so cool. So I've been wanting to go back now that I am an adult and I can go to bars and do all of that stuff, and I'm going with two good friends, and I am so freaking excited. So excited. The whole story is a little bit crazy. So Hunter was what I'm gonna call one of my college roommates. He was actually my ex's roommate for 2 years, but we were dating, and all three of us were roommates essentially because I basically lived there. Hunter and I have been so close for the longest time, and then when my ex and I split, Hunter ended up coming to Birmingham to be there for my ex, and I just kind of figured, you know what, like, you get Hunter in the divorce, I've got other friends, I'm good. And like, the crazy thing is there was a big joke when my ex and I were planning our wedding, like, what side was Hunter gonna stand on? Because it was always just the three of us. Like, we've always been really close. It was not like it was just my ex's friend, it was our friend. And when things went down, I just kind of figured, you know what, you get Hunter. I'm not gonna make this weird for anyone. Hunter ended up actually reaching out to me last week, and when I saw his name appear on my phone, my heart just like kind of broke because I didn't know what this was. But it was just like, we just picked up where we left off. I ended up FaceTime calling him. I was drunk that night and he was awake, so I FaceTime called him, and we talked for a while, and we miss each other. Like, we were such good friends, and like both of us felt so bad that we didn't reach out to each other during this time. It was just like a really awkward situation. Like, neither of us knew how to handle it, so it was nice to be able to talk that through, and we decided that we wanted to see each other, so we booked a trip to Nashville. And I also invited my one friend from college, Mallory, who is a sorority sister of mine, but we were roommates one of the years, and her and I have stayed in touch, and she's like she's a fan, you know, she's probably watching this right now. Hey, Mal. I am so freaking excited. So it's gonna be the three of us going to Nashville. So this is the pancake. Look at that. That's a nice pancake. Good thickness, like not too thick, not too thin. It's golden, just beautiful, beautiful pancake. Bada bing, bada boom. I've got one pancake, one egg on top. I just hit my light. A little sea salt and then syrup. It's like the perfect combination of salty and sweet. It's phenomenal. I'm telling you, these pancakes are just like the perfect consistency. Loves it. Loves it. Cheers, you guys. And we've got another meal. This is turning into like what I eat in a day. So this is lunch. It's gonna be delicious. I still have more of Cameron's video to watch here. And I'm actually eating at my dining room table again. The last video, I was like, I eat the majority of my meals on the floor. I do when my dining room table isn't clean. But right now, it's kind of clean. I did clean it off, but it's just, there's some things that are just floating. It's fine. Let's see what we got from Amazon today. Ooh, 2 things in here, fans. What'd we get? Okay, first, I got things to hold the cords upstairs. I actually just got these, like, cable holders. Have you guys seen these before? I feel like I've seen them everywhere, and then I went to Target and I couldn't find them, so I got these off of Amazon, and I have, like, a pack of 10, which I only need 2. But I can stick these right to the wall and then hold the cords in place. And then the second thing that I got, I have been listening to music while I shower. I've just been listening to music a lot more, which is kind of fun and a mood, you know? Good time around this house. I have one of these actually in my office, and it holds an Echo. I'm not gonna say her name, but it holds an Echo, and then you just plug it right in. Where's the plug? Oh wait, no, this attaches to the plug that I already have. Okay, and then it plugs right in and it like hangs from an outlet, and it's actually very convenient if you don't have a spot to set your Echo. You can just hang it right there, and it's really nice. So I wanted one of these for my bathroom. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about with this contraption here. This is an old Echo. They have different versions of this for whatever like generation you have, but this just sits right in here. It's seriously like very cool. In my opinion, I think it's really cool. So we're gonna take these and this and then this. And then, bada bing, bada boom, it just hangs from the wall there. Very cool. I also have this charging station for my phone. I can do my AirPods, my Apple Watch, all that stuff, but I need to get a shorter cord for my Apple Watch because this kind of defeats the purpose. I wanted to like clear up this cord area, and this cord's super long, so I gotta get a new one for that. But sleek, right? So nice. Now I'm putting these little things in place. The before, look how scraggly that looks. After, straight down. Love it. It looks so good. And then I gotta do some styling on these because obviously they're not gonna stay like that with that one random plant. Gotta do some styling, but looks good. It is hours later. Fancy is currently eating her dinner, and I got up to go to the bathroom. And when I came back, oh my God, I noticed the insane butt print of me sitting right here. You guys, I have started, which like I started a book back in like 2017, I think, and I wrote like maybe 5 chapters of it, and then I just totally abandoned it. And with everything that has gone on in my life, like I knew I wanted to write a book, and I just never dedicated the time to it. And I feel like now's the freaking time. I was actually waiting for one thing to happen before I wrote this book or before I launched this book. And now that that thing has happened, I am totally free to say everything that I need to say. I'm telling you, whenever I actually come out with this book, whenever you guys read it, it's a freaking doozy. But it's a lot of rehashing old memories. And I like keep hitting moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in so long. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in so long. And it's like forcing myself to, you gotta go? Whoa. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that on camera. Fancy went so fast and then she slid. She almost went into the door frame there. Yeah, it's just like rehashing old memories that I haven't thought about in such a long time, or I haven't allowed myself to think about, or I've blocked out. It's crazy. So I'm just kind of allowing myself to like word vomit right now and see what I turn this into. I already have a couple ideas of chapters and the flow of it and how it's gonna play out. And especially like the last few days, I've just been having random chapters come to me and I'm like, oh, this would be really good to include and this would tie up like this story and like everything else. So I just feel like now is my freaking time to write it. So figured I'll start writing and see what the heck happens. But the difference in the lighting in these 2 rooms right here, my living room does not get a lot of natural lighting and it's really upsetting. And when I'm just in there filming, it looks pretty light and bright, but in reality, it is dark compared to this. This is like a little freaky of a look right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna continue writing for a little bit more. I'm like really in the zone and I think I just need to like wrap up this one storyline that I'm kind of working on. So I think I'm gonna do that.